home in Ridge, Maryland. It's September the 5th, 1996. I have told Mrs. Bennett that if she's uncomfortable answering any of the questions, I would understand. The first question is, what were times like when you were a child? How did you and your family live? What did you eat? Things like that.
We was quite fortunate. We were living on a farm, and we had waterfront property. So we raised nearly everything that we had except sugar and kerosene and salt and things like that. And in the wintertime we had seafood. We had oysters and sometimes, of course, they caught crabs along with the oysters. We had fried hard crabs in the winter. And they salted the fish because they had no refrigeration or anything for them. And so they had salt fish, like fish cakes. And they always, I remember them killing a beef every year. And we had sheep. I don't remember them killing sheep, but when they killed hogs, they already had 9 hogs. And that's more than most people had. But I don't know. My father, my uncle, liked fat hogs because he could eat the fat meat. I hated it. But it was a lot of us. For 9 children, because my uncle had 7 children. My father had 2.
Oh, so both families lived on the farm together?
They lived. There was 3 brothers that lived on the farm, but the oldest one Uncle Charlie had a son, but he was grown before we was even born, so because he was the oldest brother. And so it was Uncle Randolph and my father, and my father had 2 children. Every other child died. The oldest one died, and my sister lived, and the next one died, and I lived, and the baby. My mother died in childbirth.
Okay, so you're saying that you told me earlier that y'all lived on St. Jerome's Neck Creek.
It was St. Jerome's Neck, but the creek was bordered on our property. And we lived about a mile from the bay, Chesapeake Bay, but our property wasn't joining the Chesapeake Bay.
And you said St. Jerome's Neck is at the Dameron post office there, but quite a few years ago they had their own post office.
Yes. I don't remember what year that was. It was in 18 something.